I had 850 to the wheels before. I had the OP 850 package, and now this is pretty much like the OP 1000 horsepower package, but still no nitrous, all motor supercharger. So these guys got this build done in
technically 2 days. Well, you dropped it off Friday night.
Yeah, so yeah, 2 days.
Monday.
We're gonna do a few test pulls on the way there, see how this 1000 horsepower reacts.
Las Vegas victory lane for Fox Television. Ricky Bobby, today's big winner. Heck of a win for you today, but it seems as if you either win or crash the car trying to win.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. You know, I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
Kind of good there,
you know,
my guy.
What I'm talking about? That phrase, trademark, not for Ricky Bobby.
They didn't see nothing. Hello, I'm Jensen. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. So we're here at Overkill once again. We're always here. Got my boy Josh throwing an Overkill sticker on the Gripcat now, and let me show you guys. I'm a fast guy now. I'm a fast guy now. Sheesh. Okay, put a new catch can on here as well. So yeah, like in the last video you guys saw, new supercharger lid, different blower with billet race bearings. It's got a spacer in there, ported snout, 105 millimeter throttle body, and then I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it in there. It's got the stage 1. It's the FI inner chiller, so this thing will run extremely cooler than how it was before. Yeah, so these will be frosted over once the car is running and cooled and all that stuff. But this just looks so much better. 250 upper pulley, BWP tensioner, smaller, or actually a bigger belt on there. Super fast guy now. But yeah, I had 850 to the wheels before. I had the OP 850 package, and now this is pretty much like the OP 1000 horsepower package. Maybe a little over, but still no nitrous, all motor supercharger. Yeah, that candy red is something else. Super clean.
Because everybody got tired of you telling them that you had 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, tired of the comments. Now we got.
So now you actually pretty much have 1,000 horsepower.
Actually have it. So no more comments talking about, oh, it's 1,000 to the crank, blah blah blah. It's 1,000 to the wheels now. Now we're waiting on bro to pull up with some sticky wheels, because as you see, I still got the Gripcat tires on there. So I'm gonna be trading him wheels. I'm gonna have the skinnies up front and the big 17-inch beadlocks in the rear. I kind of needed to be able to get traction at this spot that I'm going to race this race, but they'll be better than those tires, that's for sure. And I still have the Mickey Thompsons at my house, but those aren't even going to give me enough traction to have traction out there. So these guys got this build done in 3 days, like 2.5 really.
I mean, technically like 1.5. I mean, unless you want to count Sunday.
Yeah.
So technically 2 days. Well, you dropped it off Friday night.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 days.
Monday.
Crazy.
That's pretty much next day service.
Yeah, these guys put crazy amounts of overtime in to be able to get this done for this race. So huge shout out to my guys at Overkill for getting this done for me. It's not every day that a shop would put in the extra hours and extra work to be able to get something done like this in the amount of time that we had. Like, completely transformed the platform that I had, which is insane. Team OP sticker on there.
So you only get this sticker if you have at least 1,000 horsepower, or you run specific times we have set.
So that's pretty cool. If you guys ever seen a car with the Overkill sticker, now you know.
So it's very few. I know some people saw us post them up on the thing. We don't really sell stick. I mean, we're gonna have stuff that we sell. It's like, it's not really to be, what's the word? exclusive, like not exclusive, like on like some like a-hole type stuff. It's literally just to let you know that, hey, this dude went all out, did the full shebang, and you know, you earn the sticker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like people who have that OP sticker earn it. Like people like, oh, can I get a sticker? Like,
Nope.
nah.
Sorry.
Because I am not a sticker. Like I'm not a vinyl sticker. Like
Yeah, like as you
people,
can tell, I don't have any stickers on this car whatsoever. But
like people literally gotta like beg me for stickers. It's just I'm a racer, right? And like unless you're putting on a bunch of like sponsors, I mean technically,
Yeah.
right? But I mean like unless you're putting on something like that, I'm like, you know, why do you got stickers on your car, kind of thing? You know, to each their own.
yeah, for sure.
But you know, it's just that's why. But we will be having some type of vinyl setups coming so that you know everybody can kind of have something that they can enjoy.
Yeah.
You know,
And then have the
not be so like non-inclusive.
and then have the special stickers for the
Exactly.
1,000 horsepower club and stuff like that.
So that way there's still a way to, you know, differentiate between the two.
Yeah. And to the right of this thing, we got the Drift Fox. A lot of you guys been asking on an update on the Drift Fox. She's just been chilling, waiting on new parts. She's just sitting here with bald ass tires in the rear, but a whole new look coming for the Drift Fox very, very soon. New everything. I'll kind of keep that under wraps until all the parts come and stuff, so I can give you guys a build update and go through the build process when all the parts get here. But new color, new structural integrity, new snails, a bunch of stuff. Let's just leave it at that for now. You want to give us the rundown of everything you guys did this weekend?
So like basically what we changed in the build.
Yeah.
I mean, can you even see me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's part of being black. No, I mean, so basically what we did is we changed your setup from our OP 850 to our OP 950 package. So basically in the OP 950 package, the next level is the ported blower, the billet blower, bearing plate, ported snout, upgraded throttle body, 108mm throttle body. Also, you get a double pump added to the system that pretty much does a lot of the work that's needed. So pretty much at that point, you're adding another 100 plus horsepower to where you were already at. Then you have the ability to use a race map using the 114, which at that point pretty much adds 150 more horsepower than what you had before. So typically speaking, you know, I believe you showed some of the times in your video at Sac Raceway.
I don't think any of the overkill cars.
Okay, so just for reference, just so you guys know, OP 850s, which is what Jensen had before, typically those cars run anywhere from mid to high nines, right? With the good suspension setup and everything else.
Yeah.
The OP 925s, which in one of the videos you would have saw the red car had, he was running 9.5, I believe.
Okay.
than the OP 950. Like what you have, excuse me, is capable of running pretty much mid to low nines, you know, even on pump gas. You know, or pump E85 gas, not pump 91, right? So, you know, then with the 91 or, you know, making it lighter, pulling the seats, it only gets faster from there. So, you know, some of those times that we have, those are some of the fastest times in the community, period. You know, we pride ourselves in these packages. That's why the whole time it was like when people were like wondering who would win between you and Mike, it's like the reason I wasn't worried about it is because we've built a lot of C5s, Pro Charge setups. They're just like Christian even said in the video, that's a mid to low 10-second setup.
Yeah. And
that's a manual car, right? Which has to be shifted perfectly.
Yeah. So
it was like it wasn't fair from the beginning, but I like the fact that it seems fun because the internet, right? Because people don't know better.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of people have no idea.
Corvettes are lightweight, so they're supposed to be faster. Well, how do you make a car faster than something that's lightweight? You just make more power.
Yeah.
Really simple. You know, it's like when you're making 850, 860 wheel horsepower and 890 foot-pounds of torque, like you can weigh 800-900 pounds more and still be faster, right?
Yeah,
you know,
just gotta get traction. That's the only thing.
I mean, if you're making 100 horsepower, 150 horsepower more, and 100 to 200 more foot-pounds of torque, like, yes, that makes up for the weight.
Yeah.
You know, so like now you're like everybody wanted you to finally have 1,000 wheel horsepower, and
I got it now.
You finally have it. So.
It's like no more clickbait, even though it wasn't clickbait.
No more clickbait. So it's like, you know, now you can put 1,000 wheel horsepower so that people can get mad about that. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's like if somebody disagrees, line up.
Exactly.
It's really simple. That's why you don't see me. I don't argue with nobody.
It's you really let the time slips do the proving.
If you disagree with me, line up. But they never do.
Yeah, because they don't have a car that's fast enough.
It's people who are fast typically know when somebody's BSing or not, right? And that's why I stopped grudge racing, because it got to a point where it's just like, okay, this dude. Like, because I just like when I was younger, it was fun to like tell people like, oh man, I'm only making like 500 horsepower, because I was good at making stuff look stock and be fast. Then after a while, I just told people exactly what I made. Like, I make this much horsepower. You know, oh, no, you don't make that much. Okay, then find out.
Yeah, like it was a race.
You know, it is what it is. You know, but I mean, at the end of the day, this stuff is for fun. You know, we're just trying to make the best out of it. And, you know, I think it's really cool to kind of see the transition from the Driftcat to the Gripcat. Yeah. You know, and that's what it takes. It's horsepower. So now we get to see how long that tired motor of yours and that beat up transmission.
Well, it's got a new torque converter in it.
Oh, new torque converter. You know when the torque converter goes out, the rest of the car is waiting to fall apart. Like, man, what'd you break in your car this whole time? The torque converter. Like, bruh, like nothing else. But, you know, it's we're going to have fun. You know, that's not jinxing it, but that's just the realization that's what we do. Yeah. You know, there's a reason that a lot of people don't make the power that you make. There's a lot of people who say they make the power that you make, but they don't make the power that you make. Yeah. You know, and, you know, it's just like you saw in the last video, you know, the slowest guys that we had at the track were running 9.6. Yeah. I mean, the track hawk that we had out there, you know, so I mean, it's like, which wasn't the slowest thing out there. Yeah. Mind you, let's put it that way. For sure. I know we didn't say how fast that track hawk went, but let's say that the Hellcats that were running 9.6s and 9.5s were slower than that track hawk. So what more do you need to do? I feel like Tyrese, what more do you want from me? You know, it is what it is. I understand, like, people are used to, here's the thing. The Hellcat is like the hood Rolls Royce, right? The Charger's like, yeah, it is. When you made it, because people don't realize, like, it's a fat payment. It's an expensive car. Yeah. $70,000, $80,000 car. That's $1,000 a month car payment. So it's like, everybody gets them, but then they can't afford to do nothing to them. Or they do stuff to them, they don't have suspension, or they just get crap tunes.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are used to just
cutting corners.
Have, you know, they got some ghetto homeboy that has a Hellcat because he made it out the hood, or he's still in the hood, but it's his hood car, you know, and he been slanging and trying to race everybody, and he's not set up.
Yeah.
Like, when you race somebody that's really set up, you know, just like Eric we had in the video before, he's running mid-8s, boost only.
Yeah,
right? When
easily.
you have, yes, you know, back-to-back consistent, 8.6s, 8.5s, 8.6s, 8.7s. So when you have cars that are properly set up, it's way different than the stuff you guys are used to. You know, and I think that's the thing that people aren't understanding is this. The typical YouTuber gets their car built, and it's usually not by a race performance shop. It's by, there's performance shops, and then there's race performance. We're a race shop.
Yeah.
You know, we're at the track. We're racing. So I think that's the difference is when you get an actual setup that's race setup, that's the difference in it. And that's why I don't get mad when people underestimate you, because we're a race shop. We're not just a performance shop, right? And rightfully so, a lot of the YouTubers, you know, they get fancy wheels and crazy raps and, you know, that's it.
Yeah, they do the appearance thing rather than the fast
because their
thing.
fan base is going to assume for them that they're fast.
Yeah.
And they're not. It's just, that's just the honest. I mean, there's a couple fast YouTubers, but that's just the fact is most of your favorite YouTubers are not fast.
Yeah.
If they disagree with me, line up with me. It's really simple. It's really simple. You know, I'll bring out one of these 5,000-pound track hawks and just, you know,
do some damage.
Show me how fast you are against an SUV. You know,
especially the one you're building.
A dad van. You know, so it's like that's the difference. And you know, that's why I said I gave you props, because there's a lot of guys who would be scared to even attempt. You know, it's like when you first started, everybody told you, don't do it. You're gonna blow it up. You broke everything but the engine and the transmission.
For real, like if it happens, it happens. It's nothing you can really do.
And you got a few races in there and was whooping on people and having some fun, and that was the whole point. Is we want you to have fun. We want it to be as reliable as it can. There's always a risk. I was upfront about those risks from the get-go.
For sure.
And as long as you understood those risks, we were able to have fun, and hey, we lived to fight another day. So now we're at the Gripcat stage. You know, so now I bring you fully into
it's a whole different level.
You know, and I feel like people need to learn it, because every time, you know, I see one of these discussions and people be arguing, you're like, who raised you? Like, where did you learn any of this stuff from? Like, life is not Need for Speed. Like,
no, it's definitely not.
Bro, you don't get street cred points because you got followers or anything else. You got to go out there and prove it. The fastest guys don't have the most followers.
Exactly.
They're too busy racing.
Yeah.
You know, so that's just how it is, and it's really fun to see you bring that to your fan base, and you know, like we have the Drift Fox now. So now we could bring some, which is
right there.
So now we can get some hardcore racing. And actually, speaking of Drift Fox and speaking of hardcore racing, so right above the Drift Fox, so you see that track hawk right there. So with the nice Forgiatos, that's actually Bodie from Street Outlaws. So Bodie from Street Outlaws, the captain of the California team. You know, we got his. I mean, that's what I'm saying. When I'm talking about racing and dealing with race stuff, like that's the caliber of people we're talking about. Like legit,
like real fast people.
That's what we do. You know, and you'll be able to see us out there. We're going to be on some of the MPK series. You know, we'll see us out there helping Team Bodie. You know, that's family right there. You know, that's the Unk. And my cousin, Junior, helping him out with his squad. These guys are out there killing it right now. You know, and those cars we're talking 4-second cars. You know, it's
a whole
4, 5, 6. I mean, but that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
And it's people are starting to get it.
Finally catch on.
Yeah, because it's like I saw your video where you had, because I watched all the videos. I don't get a chance to comment or nothing, but like the one with the Scat Pack. You know, this Scat Pack's as fast as a stock Hellcat. It's like, and people are like, no, it's not. I'm like, are you still arguing with me? Like, are you still arguing? Like, it's like, because the Scat Packs you're used to aren't fast as Hellcats, just because the Hellcats you're used to aren't fast, like, this is, and we've proven it. Like, if we've gotten 8-second track hawks, you know, bottom 9-second and 8-second Hellcats, world records. And people are still asking, like we had the video of Tiff, you know, female driven in her street Scat Pack, bro. 2016 street Scat Pack. Ain't nothing special about it. Well, I won't say ain't nothing special about it, but nothing like over the top. It doesn't have a built motor or none of that. You know, bolt-ons, cam. And that car's running 10s, 10.8s.
Faster than all Hellcats.
Faster than built Hellcats, right? I guarantee you most of the Hellcats that are built on YouTube run 10s, right? She's as fast as they are, and they're built Hellcats.
With
right?
no boost, nothing.
Right? Your favorite YouTuber barely runs 10s, right? So it's like, she's as fast as them in an NA Scat Pack with a factory motor, right? If that doesn't tell you the level of performance, it's overkill.
Yeah.
Right. So but it's like, it's good. Let them underestimate, you know, and I think you're going to go out there and show them that you're able to handle that kind of power, because like I said, I was interested in seeing you behind the wheel of a real drift car. That's why we're building a drift car.
Yeah.
Right? And then now we're going to build you a real drag car. So we're
Best
going
of
to
both
get it set
worlds.
up, man. We're going to get it set up. We're going to have some fun.
Hell yeah.
Let's pump this fuel. See, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. We're pumping race gas, right? Like, most people don't know what 114 race fuel is. And it's not like we just have 114 in jugs. Like, we have totes, bro. These are like 360 gallons. Like, that's how much we go through. Like, that one's almost gone.
And it's not just one.
Like, you know, we have like 6 of them, you know, and like, that's what we do. You know, this stuff isn't cheap. You know, this is $10, $15 a gallon. And that's what we run on a regular basis. And it's just different. And
Team
it's like,
OP.
Hey, Team OP, staying on top, right? And that's the thing. It's like, I got mad love for it. And that's why I talk so much about it, because I'm passionate about it. But it's like, there's so much to learn that's being lost, you know, and I feel like with your generation, there's so many people who don't want to listen to how stuff works. They don't.
They're stuck in their ways.
They don't care about.
They think one way, and it's like, I'm right.
Yeah. You know, and it's like, you're never gonna be fast. You're never going to be fast with that mentality. If you're the best, and you can't, nobody can tell you. To this day, I still learn stuff from people.
For sure.
You know, I learn stuff every single day that I do this job, and that's because I have an open mind to learn it. But man, you got people on here who want to argue instead of learn.
Yeah.
You know, it's
They'll learn one day.
They'll learn. You're gonna learn, or you're gonna lose. It's really simple. So, you know, if you knew better, you do better.
Exactly.
That's it, man. That's all there is to it. We gonna get this race fuel rocking, and then we're gonna see what the Gripcat really can do. Turn it up and have some fun.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now we're hopping in, about to head over to City Alignment, but we're gonna do a few test pulls on the way there. See how this 1,000 horsepower reacts. In 5th, right?